What's going on, guys? Challenge here, and Sony came out swinging so goddamn hard. I can't believe that press conference. It was about, let's say, roughly an hour long. It was a long one, way longer than I expected, and we got a lot of games, and specifically the games I'm going to be talking about that I was extremely surprised to be seeing is the brand new Spider-Man title. Now, we don't know if it's a full-fledged game, a minor expansion, stuff like that. But we got Spider-Man Miles Morales, we got Ratchet & Clank, and I'm a huge Ratchet & Clank fan. We got Gran Turismo, which oh my god, Gran Turismo for me is like, I love Gran Turismo. Ever since a kid, I love Gran Turismo, and seeing Gran Turismo 7 is phenomenal. Now, one thing that was insane I did not expect at all was Resident Evil 8. That trailer blew me away. I was like, I'm not gonna get this game. And then it was Village. I'm like, wait, what? And then it was Resident Evil 8, and it was Chris. I was just like, what is going on? Please give me this now. It was some serious shit. Like the gameplay, the trailer. I don't even know if we saw too much gameplay, but like the trailer, it seemed like they're continuing with that whole vibe from Resident Evil 7. We might be continuing the same protagonist from, I don't know, 7. I don't know. It seemed like there was a familiarity with Chris and the main character you're playing as. There was like, it was cool. It was looking very good. And I'm excited to see what Resident Evil can do on the PlayStation 5. Now, another thing we got, Godfall. It's a title I'm really excited for ever since it was announced. I'm liking that looter shooter type of thing. That's why I'm loving Destiny so much. We also got the announcement of a brand new Horizon game. Now, it's not Horizon Zero Dawn 2. It's Horizon Forbidden West. Now, this is an announcement trailer. I'm pretty sure we didn't get too much gameplay at all, but it just looked phenomenal, and I just cannot wait to get into the world of Horizon. And it's looking bright. And not only on top of that, Horizon looking phenomenal, we got a lot of beautiful looking indie games. Stray looked pretty cool, intriguing. We got Sackboy announcement, which is pretty cool. Now Jet the Far Shore looked pretty cool as well. Ghostwire Tokyo looked pretty cool as well. There was a lot of cool looking games. Now, not every game sold me, and I wasn't, I want to get this game now. But in general, there's a lot of things that I was seeing, and I was like, you know what? I want to give this a chance. I am intrigued to give this a chance, see more. PlayStation came out, and they got me interested as hard, like very hard. And one of the biggest things we got to talk about besides the console being showcased is the fact that they came out swinging with actual gameplay when compared to Microsoft. Unfortunately, missing the ball. They had so much good momentum, and I was happy for Xbox because I felt like there was gonna be something competitive, a reason to buy an Xbox Series X. And that whole demonstration wasn't even gameplay, and it really fell flat on its bed. And Sony came out right after them basically now, and they came swinging like they were Mike Tyson. It was pretty much remarkable how well prepared, and apparently there's much more on the way. And so many of these titles were just kept secret for the most part. I know we had glimpses of hearing rumblings of Resident Evil 8 and stuff like that, but in general it looked pretty damn cool. Now we're gonna close out this whole video talking about the hardware for the PlayStation 5. Now, for one, all these balls you see here on screen, the amount of rendering that computer had to do is insane. I cannot imagine how long this rendering process took. But with that being out the way, it's this system is looking so cool. And the crazy thing is that they're being very consumer friendly and giving two options now for the PlayStation system. Now, before we get onto the digital version of the PlayStation 5, the console looks very sleek. I know some people are like calling it an ice cream sandwich, stuff like that. They don't like the white. I'm personally liking the overall design. Now, I always thought it was going to be a little bit more white because the controller was more white. But in general, it actually looks like a next generation console. I mean, the Series X has its reasons for doing things, for its design reasons. I'm not going to knock it for that. But we have a next generation console and a trash can. It's really hard to defend the Xbox Series X design because it just literally looks like a trash can. And I guess people can make memes about this too, this PlayStation 5 look, but it just looks incredible. And the fact that now Sony came out the way, and we were wondering if we're going to get two versions of this, PS5 or PS5 Pro. It seems that we are getting two versions, but it's going to be the digital version of it. So there's not going to be no CD hard disk. So everything you do has to be done digitally. Now, that is something to be shaken into just general sales of, like, let's say GameStop is already on the verge of bankruptcy. The fact that they're willing to support only digital titles and, not do hard disk is pretty crazy. I'm personally stuck to which one I'm going to buy. I'm leaning towards the digital edition because I do almost all of my purchases on digital. But, Cyberpunk 2077, I bought the collector's edition. Therefore, I'm going to likely be getting a hard copy in the mail. I got it from Best Buy. So, yeah. And one thing I'm curious too about is that there's a whole bundle of these things. There's the headset, which they talked about in the technical thing, of how it's going to be calibrated to your ear specifically. There's a media remote. There's a DualSense charger, maybe giving you 2 things. And there's an HD camera. There's a lot of crazy things going on. And I don't know what the hell they're doing, but they are coming out swinging hard. And I'm extremely, extremely excited to see what the hell the price is. Now, my honest opinion, I think it's going to be $500, which is going to be pretty phenomenal and mind-boggling, because I do think the Xbox Series X is going to be running $650, $700 just based off of this whole thing. But the whole presentation, I mean, I can't complain. There were some games I didn't really were intrigued by at all. I will be completely honest with you, but at the same time, they were showing me a lot of things. And one of the issues I had with Xbox's presentation, I don't want to bash Xbox in here. I have faith. I believe that they will come out strong with a reliable system, and we're going to have a competitive nature. But ever since, I got a PlayStation 3 in later in cycle, and I just stuck with it. They're exclusives, and I got a PlayStation 4, and they came out swinging hard, and PlayStation 5 is looking remarkable. I can't see why I need to get an Xbox. And right now, PlayStation in this conference showed you why you need to get a PlayStation 5. Xbox Series X, they haven't shown you why you need to get an Xbox Series X. They just told you it's the most powerful console out there, and that's not enough for me to, be a selling point. And I think that's where Sony is really hitting the ball. Despite their lack of marketing for this system, I do think Xbox was doing a phenomenal job in the beginning, but their recent conference really fell flat. They mentioned gameplay. There wasn't gameplay and stuff like that. But again, I mentioned this earlier a little bit. There is no official price in this at all. The release date is looking like the holiday. I know we got some leaks saying later November, but with all that information, subscribe to the channel for all things PlayStation 5 news. Now, I don't really want to cover leaks because leaks going to get all shaky with these systems, but I really just want to cover in general the news, the official news, and when another event comes out, I will give you my reaction. But let me know what you guys think about this system. Do you guys think it's a beautiful looking console? I personally love it. It could be the inner fanboy of me, you can say, but it just looks like a next-gen console and something I want to have on my desk. But yeah, let me know what you guys think. Were surprised by any games? I know I was surprised by a lot of games, and the Horizon Forbidden West or Horizon 2 was definitely the icing on the cake. I really want to see Guerrilla Games to do another Killzone, but Horizon was so successful for them. I understand why they're focusing on that title. With that being said, let me know what you guys think again. With that being said, hope you guys have a good one. Shadow Ninja here, and I'm out.